Man, here we are. I'm excited. Thank you all for just taking time as we get to look back at the year. 2020 has been insane. Like, no one's gonna forget COVID. And even in the midst of that, we've been trying to figure out, like, how do we still love people in the midst of all of that? Not to mention the civil unrest that's been going on, the racial stuff that's been going on, and yet we're trying to still figure it out, but like, God has been faithful. And so I'm super excited. Like, I think about Eric, like at the beginning of all of this, here we are, and we're trying to like go from Slam Central to launch Slam West, and we kind of get started, and then.
Yeah, we're talking about really aggressive vision, 3 months. We're gonna launch a second Slam on the west side of the city, right? So how are we gonna do this in 3 months, right? So we said, well, we're gonna need a certain amount of volunteers, right? So we said, what are we gonna do, 30, 35, 40? So we agreed, we said, well, if we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it well, we need 40 volunteers. To recruit 40 volunteers in 3 months, right? But the Lord does it, right? And we're ready to go, everything's ready to go. We kick off our first Slam on March 6th. And we're in, right?
We're there.
Then the lockdown order. Crazy.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm excited about is the fact that we were able to be innovative through all of this. I mean, we launched Grip Cares. That's something I don't think we would have done if any of this wouldn't have happened. We were able to, connect with the students through Life on Life, delivering packages to them through this whole time. So that's been great as well.
Yeah, and then we did the seniors drive-through parade.
That's right.
Because seniors had their senior year robbed. They weren't able to do prom. They weren't able to do huge graduation celebrations. So I think over 25 seniors were visited by our mentors in a parade of cars, honking horns, balloons, care packages.
So amazing.
Celebrating their graduation at their house, And then, it's so interesting because like the schools shut down. So students in the spring were sitting in front of a computer. In the fall, they're sitting in front of a computer 8 hours a day in their own homes. And our Grip the School coordinator, Julia, her and her husband came up with this idea of launching study squads, where we could host remote learning spaces, even in our own office, Mentors have joined us here and supported students during the day. And we've been able to maintain relationships with all the 4 school administrations during the pandemic, online Zoom prayer calls, encouragement on site in the schools, even though the students aren't there. It's been so cool to be able to see the pivoting and the innovation, like yield life on life relationships and improved grades for the students that are remote learning, which is incredible.
And so with Slam, we've had to pivot quite a bit as well. I mean, you're talking about, on Monday night, we would have 120 students coming to Slam Central over, and so and then we building new relationships with students on the west side. So you got basically 2 Slams, and then we got the lockdown order, and then we got phase 3 and phase 4 with, now the city's saying, well, you had to have only 50 people or less in the building. So you take our students and our volunteers. Our students still need to be we still need the connection points for our students and mentors. So we said, so how are we gonna do this, right? So, man, we were talking about it during the summer. We said, well, how are we gonna do this? And we looked at all of our partnership ministries and churches, and we said, man, is there a way that we can get 5 buildings to connect our students and mentors in, where we can get 50 people or less in the building? And sure enough, that's what we did. So that's how Slam Squads began, right? And so October 5th, Slam Squads began.
We went from 1 location, plan 2, and now we got 5 locations all over the city. But like, that just shows me but God. Yes. Like, God has been amazing and sustaining us like through this all. And like, He's even sustained future steps. Like, we still have business people coming to the table. We still have students calling and being like, hey, can I get a job? Can I get an internship? And we've been able to do that. And literally, we've been able to do that because God has sustained us through it all.
Yeah, what I love about it is the fact that kids are still coming to Christ. I mean, I think about our very own Jamarion, who made this decision that's going to impact him from generations to come. It's beautiful.
It really is. I mean, it is beautiful because at the end of the day, like, that's the most important thing. Like, seeing young people come to know Jesus, and that we get to invite every day we get up, every day we come here, young people to know this God that we love. Which is so amazing. But it's like doing that, right? Trying to invest into them. But then also there's a pandemic and people are at risk. And so like, we've had to walk the line of like, how do you also keep people safe? Which has been a challenge. But like I said before, through it all, God has sustained us and kept us. And at this point, like, if I've seen what He's done, because we didn't think none of this was possible. But with God, all things are possible. And so if I know he's taking care of us in 2020, oh man, I'm like 2021, bring it on.
Happy New Year.
Let's go.
So I'm super excited.
Yes, for real.
I appreciate Jackie because she always there for me. She texts me almost every day asking me how I'm doing. She check up on me about school and about other things related to my life. And I just think that she's a good person to have as a mentor.
Julia is more than a mentor. She's like a second parent because when I feel like giving up, she actually helped me and motivated me to do more. So she's more than just a mentor.
I appreciate Beautiful Joy because she is remarkable. Like, she helped me get through so many challenges. Like, she is like a mother figure to me. Even though she want me to count her as an auntie, I still see her as a mother figure. Like, she put a smile on my face even through hard times. Like, when I'm around her, it's like no frown. It's like automatically joy. And, like, I love her. I love her. Like, I can cry about her right now. Like, I just love that lady. Like, I can really count on her. I can really count on her.
What I appreciate about my coach is that he helped me with my work and like to keep me pushing every day and like staying focused. I could come here and do my e-learning and he helped me out while he doing work at the same time. And he helped us cook. Like, he just helped us out with it and give us like lessons.
Thank you, Jackie, for helping me when times was rough. Thank you for being there for me, and thank you for just being somebody I can always talk to.
I would say thank you, Julia, for being in my life and helping me overcome a lot of things and become a better person.
I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. And thank you to all of our financial partners. With everything this past year constantly changing, we have a great need for consistent monthly partners to help us as we continue reaching Chicago's youth in 2021. Would you consider becoming a monthly donor by making a reoccurring monthly gift at year end? Please know we couldn't do this work without you. Thank you.